Hello everyone, and welcome to another News Coolum video and another site review. So we're here in Bakersfield and the Electrify America site finally went live. This is going to be a really important site because Highway 99 right now is the most thoroughly covered in terms of public fast charging of any north-south route in California. But there's a big gap still basically from Bakersfield into Los Angeles, and there's just not enough coverage there. So this site here in Bakersfield, it's close enough to the Tehachapis that essentially if you're in a long-range electric vehicle, you can stop here, charge up, and you'll be able to make it up over the mountains and into Los Angeles, presumably either to where you're going or where you can find any of a number of other fast chargers. So this is one of those crucial juncture points. I'd like to see chargers like this a little closer to the mountain range, but this is close enough, and it's kind of nice because it's got a lot of amenities nearby. You're right next to a Panera Bread. There are some other restaurants nearby, some other shopping nearby. So all in all, though, I think it's a really good site. You know, there are 4 ABB units. 2 of them appear to be down right now, the 2 350 kilowatt chargers, but the 250 kilowatt chargers are up, which means that the one CHAdeMO connector, the 50 kilowatt CHAdeMO connector, that's also online right now. So this is a serviceable site. For now, they just recently opened it, but I'd really like to see those other 2 chargers come online because I see this being a super busy site. A lot of people in Bakersfield, if they don't have support elsewhere, you know, they've been going to like the EVgo at Walmart or whatnot. This is maybe just a more convenient site, and it's certainly a more convenient site for travelers. These chargers charge fast. They're really ideal for traveling, and they're going to make that southbound trip a whole heck of a lot easier. You know, last time I was at the charge point in Lebec, right there at the base of the mountains, well, they were full, right? I pull in and the chargers are completely backed up. So this is going to be really helpful in that regard. But let's look at the site score. So in terms of accessibility, I'm going to give this a 10 out of 10. It's really close to the freeway, right where you want it to be. It's a big parking lot, so even though it's sort of a retail center, it's hard to imagine all of these spots being full. But the other thing is, and I really like this, these sites that I'm seeing from Electrify America right now, they're allowing for full pull-through parking, which, you know, is essential. It's only 2 parking spaces long, but for most EVs right now, they're only going to be pulling modest trailers. You can fit your entire vehicle here. So this is a really good spot if you're pulling a trailer. Full pull-through, you're not blocking any of the other chargers. It's just a nice setup. So accessibility, I'm giving it a 10. Now, in terms of amenities, I'm going to give this one a 9, right? So this is slightly higher than that Turlock Electrify America site that I reviewed, because that site really just had a Walmart, not a whole lot of other amenities here. This one, it's going to get a 9 for amenities because it's sort of lacking the travel stop type services that you'd expect, squeegees, things like that, 24-hour bathrooms. But there are restaurants, there's shopping, there's just a movie theater over there, but really you'd want like level 2 charging if that's what you were, you know, after while you were charging. But these are really meant for more for half-hour to maybe 1-hour charging stops, depending on the size of the battery in your vehicle and how fast you charge. But the amenities align really well with that. It also lacks any sort of full cover in terms of a solar canopy or anything of that nature, so you are sort of exposed to the sun, and these are going to get really hot during summertime in Bakersfield. But still, I'm giving this site a 9 out of 10 for amenities. Now, in terms of concentration, I'm getting a little bit stricter with this, right? This is a highway stop. You know, this is something that travelers are going to rely on. It's going to be a high volume stop. There are only 4 chargers. That's a little bit better than average. And again, a little bit better than average is 6 out of 10. Now, if this were a less traveled freeway, I would probably bump that up to a 7 or an 8 out of 10, but that's not what this route is. Highway 99, especially between Fresno and Los Angeles, is highly trafficked, so you need to have more than just 4 chargers in this day and age. So for site concentration, again, I'm only giving this a 6 out of 10. In terms of location, this is important, right? This is helpful, but it's supplementary, and Highway 99, while it's a highly trafficked route, is also not the primary north-south route in California. So I'm actually only going to give this an 8 out of 10 for location. Again, it's extremely helpful. It's on the upper end, but we need to see chargers like this along Interstate 5 where there's less coverage, or throughout the rest of the country along Interstate 10, Interstate 40, Interstate 70. We need to see these types of chargers spaced along some of the highest traffic routes, and I know that they're there, but in this case, Highway 99, again, it's a key route if you're going to Fresno, or even Sacramento to Los Angeles, but it's not the primary route. And so it's important, just not that important, which is why I'm giving it an 8 out of 10. And then in terms of speed, you know, the 350 kilowatt chargers are down right now, but that's the fastest they come, right? You can't get faster than 350 kilowatt chargers right now. They max out the fastest electric vehicles we know of. So in that regard, you know, again, Electrify America, you can't really give it less than a 10 out of 10 when it comes to speed on these sites where they have two 350 kilowatt chargers and 250 kilowatt chargers. I know some people mentioned, well, the CHAdeMOs are only 50 kilowatts, so it should get knocked down a little bit. The only issue is with that is it's not really Electrify America's fault. It's up to CHAdeMO to actually support with faster cables. So for speed, I'm still giving this site a 10. Overall, that gives this site a score of 43 out of 50, which is a very strong B. You know, just a few other things like a solar canopy, maybe another charger or two, and you're looking at an A site. So I think this is going to be really helpful for a lot of people. It's going to take a huge load off some of the other sites in the area that right now, up to this point, they've been the only way to charge up enough to get over the Tehachapis and into Southern California. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful. Let me know if you have any questions, but I'm really excited to see this site up, and I'm really happy about it, and I know I'm going to be using it in the future. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. It really does help out the channel, and thank you for watching.